No. This bike's got so much power, it's so ridiculous. Don't even know what I'm doing. It is really, really steep. Don't even know what I'm looking at or why I'm looking at it. And why am I following you? Well, I guess might stop at KTM on the way home. We're here today at the Quarry. We are doing a test day with Rutherford Racing. We've got Gazzy B here, Charlie Frost is coming. We're testing out new Astro handlebars, like an Enduro handlebar, which is like a flatter bar. Quite funny because I thought, why are they asking me to come test bars? Because the only thing I can test is if they snap easy, which is probably a good test. First off, I just want to say I went to the AX Fest on the weekend and it was one of the best events I've ever been to when it comes to riding. Everyone was there, Billy Bolt, Johnny Walker, Tommy Searle. We got to watch all the racing, and yeah, I'm going to show you a bit of that now, so I'll put some clips in. I even had to do an interview on track, which was the first time ever, and it was quite embarrassing, I'm not going to lie. I'll show you some of that, and then we're going to get into some testing handlebars. We'll see if these Astros are any good. So yeah, we're going to go on the Super Enduro course and do some interviews apparently. We've got Billy Bolt, we've got Johnny Walker and all the big boys.
Adam Sterry, he gets a right on run, but you can't back Tommy Searle.
Just on the Ferris wheel, watching this.
And makes it nerve-wracking for us as riders, but hopefully...
Best view in the house.
He did not even have his feet on the foot pegs when he took off that big finish jump there. He is loose as a goose, isn't he?
That's why he has so many crashes when he
Well, here we go. Got the new Astra bar. It's a lot flatter, so they're going to try me on this one first. We're going to change through the day, I think, different bars and see which one I like the most. Pretty excited because I never thought I'd notice a difference with pegs and suspension, but it was a huge difference. And now we got Astra, baby, so let's give this a bash. It's so annoying. Right, we are now on the bike. I fitted my own bars. I bet you're all very proud of me. And we're going to test out these Astra bars. How are the bars?
Good, I like them.
So yeah, we're out Rutherford Racing are here, so they've loaned me these bars for the day and maybe try some other ones. Oh, I haven't even tightened that. Oh, I'm so stupid. Tightened nothing. Alright, let me go back. I need to tighten some stuff. Look at this. I was there bigging myself up that I fitted my own handlebars. And look at this. That's so stupid. Right, give me 2 seconds, I can tighten this up and I'll be back. What a silly boy. Da da dee da da da. Okay, let's try that again. What's going on there? Tying it up too hard now, aren't I? Okay. Wow, that is slippery. I don't know how they made it look so easy. Screw you. Like he was just saying now, whereas like on my grips, if everyone doesn't judge my grips because they're quite bad, but it's worn like so much on the outside, where these kind of make it wear evenly. Yeah, they're way more flat. Like when I took my bar pad off and looked at the standard ones, it was like that. Huge bend on it. Well, these are really flat. I guess we'll see if these bars bend. That's the way I test things. See if they snap or bend. Okay, so far so good. So Rutherford Racing, who are loaning me the bars for the day to test, they're also the ones that I got my remapped ECU from and my low compression head, which is the reason my bike has turned into an aggressive animal. It's weird though, like how a novice rider like myself, I'm actually starting to notice these little tweaks that I do on my bike. So whereas I bought new foot pegs, 5mm down, 5mm back, didn't think they'd make a difference. One of the biggest difference I've noticed in my riding is the pegs. I've had my suspension done with K-Tech, massive difference. And now, bars, which I'm noticing already making me a lot more comfortable. There we go. I've started to like learn to bounce the bike when I'm losing grip, just kind of bounce it, get that extra traction. I'm slowly becoming a pro, so... Oh, he's gone that way. Oh, I'm already feeling a bit like a professional, I'm not gonna lie. No, he's not going up that, surely. I just don't understand how it's vertical.
I like how these people see things we don't.
Yeah, no, I look at that rock and go around it. Yeah, that's why I don't do it.
You been to the riverbed yet?
No. Did you go up it?
No, I've not been over to it yet, but I reckon that's a good 45-minute do that.
3 hours for me every time to go by the time I get to the top. So I don't know if you see my video before of here. I'll put a tag up on the screen. Charlie was just asking me if I want to go do that again, where I nearly went off a cliff. So I'm going to let them do that. I'm going to cross the top, because it's so extreme down there. And then I'm just going to meet them the other side. This is so crazy that we're out with these like professionals testing these bars, and then they invite someone like me. I still find it baffling. Oh, that's silly. Charlie's a ridiculous rider. Like, I ride with amazing riders, and Charlie's up there with the best of them. Crazy. I love just watching people that are so good on bikes in real life. Like when I went to the AX Fest and I finally got to watch Billy. That was just insane to watch. He's such a good rider. Massive fan. I wonder if I can get over that. Nope. That didn't work. I'm stuck. Don't even know what I'm doing. Right, you can go first. Come on, everyone go in front. Okay, I'm sure this gets pretty steep and it's pretty wet as well. I'm such a baby. Wow. Okay. Whoa! This does not look steep on camera, I guarantee it. It is really, really steep. Oh my god. Oh, oh, oh. Wow! Okay, kind of scared. Oh. Whoa. Oh, we're not going to the river. That was quite scary. Are we doing the river? Oh. Wow. They're actually doing it. I already know this bit will be like the easiest bit, and then it gets ridiculous. I'll show you. See, they're already gone, right? Look at that, they're gone up, and it goes on for ages. So what I'm going to do, because they brought me here to test some bars, I'm going to go the long way around, you know, get some good riding in, test out the bars, you know, not that I'm being a pussy, just testing out some bars. What's this? Whoa, God, it's so slippery. Okay. This bike's got so much power, it's so ridiculous. Whoa! I wonder if I can actually get to the top of this river before they get to the top. Now, Charlie is a really good rider and he'll probably do it quite quick this way. So we might make it, we might not. So far with these bars, they're making me go in a much different position. Not much different, but like when I'm standing up, it's bringing me a lot more forward, which I quite like, until I go down these stupid hills. Definitely a more of a enduro balance feel to it. So asking the pros, you know, like Charlie and that, they seem to rate them. And these flatter bars, Charlie's been running one for quite some time. Charlie's coming. Nice. Well, that's ridiculous. Struggle with fatigue there? Yeah, I saw you taking a break. I was coming up and I was like, oh, I'm here to test these bars, so I'm going to take this chicken route and do some hill climbs on the way around and meet them at the top. It's doing it again. So good to watch. Long legs. You can literally do that all day. You're doing that for fun, aren't you? That's your like pleasure. It would take me a whole day to get there, and you've just done it twice in what, 10 minutes? Whoa! Charlie did the river 4 times, and he's not even out of breath. That's quite annoying. I didn't do it once, and I'm still breathing heavy. Why am I following him, by the way? What am I doing? I didn't realise they were going this way. Ooh. And why am I following you? Where are you going? Oh, please be alright. You know, you're not really thinking you're following someone, then you realise, you see the race numbers on the back, and then you think, what the hell am I doing? And I'm going to try this 2024 KTM 300 with a lot of modifications on it from Rutherford Racing. Remapped, high compression head.
Yeah, they're well put together by that. Yeah, they're stiffening. So nothing.
Oh, so smooth. Oh, it's like a different bike to the TPI. So yeah, they got a high compression head on this. Apparently that's what it needs. He's done something to the power valve cover to give it more room. It's got the new bars on it as well. I think these are like a 35mm. Yeah, maybe take us up a little hill climb. I don't want to break his bike, so it is a 2024. It's rather expensive. We'll try this then. Wow. Oh, that is lovely. That is lovely. Get the bank card out, I think. Well, I guess might stop at KTM on the way home. I think if I get one of these, I'll definitely go to Rutherford Racing and sort out that compression head and the remap, because I rode the standard 2024 the other day and this feels a lot different. Back on the TPI now. This thing is like a weapon. Wow, it sounds so different. Yeah, this thing, honestly, compared to the 24, this TPI is a weapon. It's got so much bottom end grunt. This looks very steep. Don't even know what I'm looking at or why I'm looking at it. No way! That was so steep! Oh look, a massive drop either side, that's fun. Whoa! And then he went down the cliff then. Short legs. Wow. That's a big drop. That's a little bit scary, that was. Whew, that was scary. That's the saddest bike I've ever seen.